So hello good people, thank you for coming back. So today I'll be showing you how to design this kind of a poster that you can see here. So it's a simple one. So we are going to use Adobe Illustrator to design this kind of a poster. So I'm going to use my own image. I'm not going to image that appears here because of copyright issues. So I'm going to use a program called Adobe Illustrator. This is Adobe Illustrator 2022. So the very first thing you're going to do is to look at the background that has been used in this poster. So it's a background that looks as if it is a bit dull. So I'm going to download one from Google. So I'm just going to type white and black background, and then I'll see what that will bring out. And that's what we're going to use. So I'm going to choose from multiple options that we have here. So you can choose one that maybe is good for us, and then we're going to use that. So I decided to work with this one. So I believe this one is okay. So I'm going to open it, and then after that maybe you can download the image and then take it back to our program. So once it is downloaded, you can open the folder that has that particular background, and then it is right here. So when it is here, I'm going to make sure that this particular background fits this space here. So we can change the angle to 90 degrees, and then so it is already good. So I'm going to expand this background until it fits to what we want to generate. So this one is okay. So maybe I can lock that one. Can lock the background to prevent it from moving while doing my editing. So the next thing is to add the photo. So from this particular image, you can see that we have a photo. So I'm going to use a photo, and the photo that we're going to use in this case, I'm going to show you the image that we're going to use. I'm going to choose one from my album, so we can use this one. So if you look at this photo, it has a background, and now I'm going to show you how we remove the background in order to help us use the photo in designing the graphic. So you can see this one has been taken to a place where we have some background. So we're going to remove the background online again. So we can click there and type background, remove background. You type that, remove background, and then you select the first option that comes. So I'm going to choose that first option, and then after that I will now copy and drag my image to this particular area, and then I release it. So it will just take some few seconds, actually not even a minute, and then I'll have my image ready without a background. So this is a short way of doing that. Remember, you can do this using Adobe Photoshop or even Adobe Illustrator, but for the purpose of saving time, you can just use the background remover or remove BG. You can see from this particular area that my photo has no background, so I can download it, and then I'll open a folder where we have that particular image, and then after that I will copy the image. I'll copy the image to Adobe Illustrator. So my image is already here. The next thing, I'm going to make it a bit bigger. So to do this, you left click, and then you press shift and you drag at the same time to ensure that it doesn't change the shape of the photo. So this one is okay, but it's a bit bigger, so I'm going to reduce the size a bit. Yeah, that one is good for me. Still looks big, so maybe I can still reduce it further up to that particular point there. Good, that one is okay. So the next thing is look at this feature that we have here. So we have this poster, so I'm going to download this one to make it easier for me as well as for you, because with this one I'm sure I'll be able to do it easier together. So let me import that particular graphic in my artwork, so I can copy it and maybe post it there. I believe it will come. We give it some few minutes. Good, there we go. So I'm going to lock this image to ensure that it doesn't move when I'm doing my editing. So the first thing you're going to do is to add a blue color, and to do this we use this tool called called the eyedropper. Maybe you can click there and click where we have the color. So I already have that color with me in my rectangle, so I'm going to add that blue rectangle using this rectangle tool here, and then I'm going to draw a rectangle there, and then make sure that it is blue in color. It is blue in color, so that one is okay. So because my image appears to be a bit short, I'm going to reduce the size of my artboard. So this is how we do it. You just click where we have the artboard tool, and then you reduce the size of your artboard, maybe up that particular area. That one is okay, and then we unlock everything to ensure or to help us get back our triangle into its initial position. So with that one is okay, and then we can lock it back, and then I'm now going to lock my image. Good, that is okay. So the next thing is now to add this blue color again. So maybe for mine I can put it around that particular area, so that one is okay, or else I can lift it a bit higher or even lower, that particular area. So for that I'm going to write whatever has been written on this one. So I'm going to write our website, yourwebsite.com. So this is how I'm going to do it. So this one is just a sample. This is just a sample, so we're going to do it very fast. So I increase the font to something like that, and then delete everything, and now add my website .com. That one is okay, and then I want to change the color to white because we have white in our sample here. So I'm going to make it white in color, and then maybe spacing, you can do it with 100 will be okay for me, and then reduce the size of this particular box here. After doing that, I'm going to take it to that particular point, that given area. That is okay. So the next thing that we're going to do is to add circuit charge, name circuit charge. So we can do that right here, circuit charge in caps, circuit charge, and then in this case we can change the font. In this particular area, this is how we do the font. So this one is okay with me, and then change its color to white, and then after that I'm going to take it to our blue rectangle. The word is too big, so we can reduce the size of our word to make sure that it fits in our blue rectangle. So that's okay, and then we move it a bit inside. Yeah, that's good. And then the other thing that we're going to do is to add the name Joanne Carlton. So on this one I'm going to add just a name to make sure that it fits there, and those two names I believe have got different fonts. So I'm going to add the first name. Let me use the word David, and then I make it big. Can work with maybe 122, and then we change the font. We use a different font for that purpose. A different font will do good for this one. So we have so many fonts around this particular area. So you just choose the one that you find good for you. So in this case, let me just pick which one now. Let me just pick this one. That one is okay, and this one is okay. So you can drag the name to my artwork, maybe place it somewhere there, and then add another name, maybe Clinton. I use that name, David Clinton, and then also change the font. It is okay, and then after doing that, I'm gonna place it somewhere there. So for these two names, I'm going to drop them a bit. So I'm going to drop them a bit around that particular area. So with that, at least my poster looks good. So we are going to remove these ones. We remove the poster that we had copied initially, and then we remove this triangle. So the next thing, you're going to draw a rectangle on top of everything to cover our artwork, and then we unlock everything. After doing that, we select everything, select all, and then under object we go all the way to clipping mask, and then we choose make. So having done that, we can now export our graphic, so around this particular area. So we have export, and then we choose export as. So I'm going to export it as JPEG. So around this given area, this is where we set the export type that you want. So I'm going to use mine as JPEG, and then I'm going to position it in a folder called graphic. And then so I'm going to rename it. So maybe you can write the word Clinton. That one is okay, and then I copy that and export, and then check the color model RGB is okay, and then quality we use 10 for larger files, and then make sure that it is maximum, and then under compression choose baseline bracket standard, and then under resolution 300 ppi is always good, and then we click export. So we give it some time, and then we get to our folder where we have exported our file. We're going to give it some few minutes, and then we will be able to see whatever we have exported in this particular folder known as the graphic folder. So if you look at this particular area, so we already have our graphic around this given area, and now this is what we've just designed with this. So it's that simple, guys, and you can do it together. So thank you for your time, and always remember to subscribe. Thank you.